I just want to let you know that we live. Might as well kick it a little bit.
Yeah.
And I'm live on Operations Exodus Mississippi channel. You know that channel I created.
Yes, sir.
Okay. And I titled the topic that we're going to talk about real quick is the fake Mississippi campaign is a hate group.
Yeah.
You know, my thing as and I know a brother was speaking about, and I'm pretty sure some other folks would probably like for us to squash the beef with you know, Maurice Muhammad.
Yeah.
Well, see, the problem with that is we didn't start no beef. I didn't start no beef.
Right.
The problem started when this man decided to take a concept or an idea and make it his own. Then he added some crap that the concept have nothing to do with, which is really detrimental to the cause.
Right.
And I don't want nothing to do with that mentality or mindset.
Right. Exactly.
It has nothing. When you and I talked that night back in March, you may not remember the exact time, but it was March. It was March, sometime in March, because I made the video talking about, you know, asking Brother Farrakhan to support the idea. That was March the 25th.
Right.
When I done that, so it had to be March something. And then you said, why don't you go ahead and present it to the, you know, to the public and see what they think about it.
Right.
But when you and I was just talking, and we came up with this idea, this concept, we did not talk. We did not say anything about white people. We didn't say nothing about homosexuals. We didn't say nothing about the gay, lesbian folks or race mixing couples. That wasn't even on that wasn't even a thought on our minds.
Right.
The only thing we came up with, taking control of the political system, the laws of that state, so they can benefit us, so that we can create a safe haven for our people, and so that we can take that state and we can make it better than what it is right now.
Yeah.
And nobody was thinking about Mississippi, and it's a good target because, you know, it's the path of least resistance. Our people are already in large numbers there, and so that would make it easier, should they want to do this, make it easier for us to be able to you know, be successful in that goal to take control of the laws and the political system. Have nothing to do with building a nation and starting and forcing your morality on people. Had nothing to do with that. So I presented it as it was to Minister Farrakhan on March the 25th, 2018. And then I sent it to Maurice Muhammad, and he said, excellent. And so I thought he was riding with the idea. He cannot say, well, I didn't know this and that. He's got to be a lie. He listened to the original presentation. I did not mention nothing about no homosexuals or really, I didn't even say, well, I guess we said like take control. Well, take control of the political system, not the state. The political system and the laws, so they can benefit you. There's a difference. We're not talking about no nation building and bringing in your reality, your idea of what society is supposed to be, because this is the United States of America.
Right.
However, as time goes on and you gain power, see, when you gain power, then things you can start looking at towards things like that. But yet and still, I would never still think about ostracizing our people, regardless, simply due to sexual orientation or they married to somebody. I don't have the right. You know, I'm not in no position to tell people what they should and should not do. You know, all of us come from a bad place or whatever. All of us got some type of dirt. If you're going to condemn one, you got to condemn it all. And if you condemn it all, we ain't got nothing going on because something is wrong with all of us.
Right.
So.
Yes, sir.
So
and
the problem,
I have a question.
Yeah, go ahead.
something I wanted to throw in there. Now, okay, tomorrow there's supposed to be a debate on, you know, our good brother Guy Nollywood's channel. He's supposed to be going heads up with Maurice.
Yeah. And
the topic is, okay, let me think. The topic is Minister Farrakhan. Let me go to it real quick. Minister Farrakhan and the Nation of Islam on trial. So, okay, yesterday I found the video, and I mean, this is, you know, something public, and Farrakhan himself doesn't teach that, you know, subjugating people, because he got up and I listened to a speech, forwarded it to him, and Farrakhan got up there and said that just what we have been saying, and I can play it real quick, just to get a perspective, just so people can, you know, get an understanding of exactly, you know, what it is from what I took off of what you said.
Okay.
Now, let me go here real quick. We're going to get this video playing. It's a real brief video.
Okay.
And from what I take, this is what the position that you stood on from the beginning. Okay, can you see on my screen? Can you see my screen?
Yes.
Okay. Let me know if you can hear the audio.
Boy, it's a lot of static, but I can still hear y'all.
Okay. Oh, it's static now?
Yeah, sort of.
Okay. Well, it probably would be on your end. But okay. All right. Wait just a second, because I don't want you to have to suffer through this static. But okay, briefly, Brother Eric, could you just like kind of put the phone down so the static ain't bothering you, because it's not being picked up by us. I just want to play this just so this message can get put out here real quick. Then I'm gonna pause it, and then we're gonna just go. Then we'll bring you back on. I think it's probably because I'm playing the video, and I think it's because I'm using an unbalanced cable, and sometimes unbalanced cables or whatever. Could you? I'm trying to think if I could mute. I'm gonna try to mute what you're hearing. Okay, so Brother Talib, can you hear me now?
Oh man, I can't even hear nothing now.
Okay, I'll put you on mute. I'm muting. I don't want all this static because I need to play this. I'm gonna play this quick little video, so I don't want you to have to suffer through this static. So let me just play it. It's gonna just take probably like a minute, and then I'll bring you right back on, and then okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay, just give me just a second. Okay, so Brother Taalik, let me know if you can hear the audio.
Just
can you hear this audio?
Agreed to same-sex.
Okay, Brother Taalik.
Ooh.
Brother Taalik.
Oh, boy.
Taalik.
Yeah, I had muted myself. I'm sorry.
Okay, can you hear the audio in the video?
Yeah, I hear the audio.
Okay.
It's marriage. Now listen, just listen. See, if you're in that behavior, now you freezing up on me. I'm not your enemy.
That's right.
I'm your brother. And I do love you. I'm not here to make you feel bad because Farrakhan is talking and he may not be that. Well, Jesus said, if you offend in one thing, you offend in them all. So the fornicator can't look at the lesbian or the homosexual and say, I'm better than you. The liar, the thief, the gambler, the pimp, the prostitute, the lowlife, you can't look at those who are gay or lesbian and transgender and say, I'm better than you. It's sin is sin according to the standard of God. You say, well, no, that was back there. You know, I mean.
Okay, I think we kind of got the
Yeah.
I think we kind of got the overall
Right.
point of what I'm saying. Basically, Brother Farrakhan just said himself, sin is sin.
Right.
Like underneath the eyes, of the Most High, there's no sin that's going to be placed above another. Just like you were talking about, to the drunk,
Right.
to the drunk, to the liar, to the thief,
Mm-hmm.
to the fornicator.
Right.
Do you see what I'm saying? So that's the position that I was trying to take. And I had never even watched that video, but I could say just from listening to those to that beginning statement, that's a just statement. We can't say in this new reality we're gonna murder and assassinate all of these people, but then we want to pick and choose, like you always say.
Yeah.
We want to pick and choose. So I'm wondering, where my good brother, gets this when his own leader saying something contrary to that.
Right.
I just wanted to put that out there. I forwarded, the video to him just to show him or whatever.
Yeah, I mean, just like you say, your own teacher, this is the man that you hold to high esteem or whatever, saying the same thing that we're saying. Apparently, he must not, he don't listen to all of Farrakhan's speeches.
Exactly, bro.
Yeah, so.
This is the position that we was taking.
Yeah.
And
again.
Go ahead, bro.
Brother Taalik was saying something?
Brother Taalik.
No, brother, I'm listening.
Okay. Yeah, so the original concept of the Mississippi campaign had nothing to do with that anyway. If you listen to the original presentation, I never said nothing about gays or lesbians or none of those different things. It was just simply, again, taking control of the political system, using your vote, taking control of the political systems and the laws of that state so it can benefit you for a change. Had nothing to do with what Maurice started bringing out. All that different things. I'm like, where's this man going? And he can say that he didn't know, which is false, because when he first started talking differently outside of what this concept represented, I made another video for clarification.
Yes, sir.
And I sent it to him. And he never did respond to me because he's going to do what he's going to do.
Yes, sir.
And pretty soon it got to the point which the things that he was saying in the beginning really wasn't that bad. It could be tolerated. But then when he started talking about, the bringing up homosexuals and race mixing and all that, where you getting this stuff from, man?
Yes, sir. Yes, indeed. And I heard you say something about this. Here's the thing. And I want to make sure that this message is put out here. My position is this, just like you say, we all come from out of the gutter.
Right.
If you look into, like, man, to use your same analogy, if you look into a toilet bowl, one turd is no better than the other.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So even when it comes to the race,
wait a minute, you say one turd ain't better than the
yes, sir. So my thing is this. Of course, I'm against interracial relationships,
right.
But at the same time, can I honestly say that I could look in the mirror and be a man that is free of sin itself? Do you see what I'm saying? And me and you spoke on this, and it was so true when you said it, my good bro.
Yes, sir.
Yes, I could pick and choose and point out and say, homosexuals or race mixers. And, I could talk about their sin, but I'm not free of it. I have, I make, there's plenty of mistakes I make. So that's really where I'm just trying to go with this. I'm just trying to make sure that people understand, the real position that we take. Now, all of this infighting and all of this back and forth, this has to stop. But I feel that in a sense is necessary, because when people are just taking shots
Yes.
at the platform and trying to make it seem like we condone, you know, that lifestyle, you know. So I just wanted to, you know, just clarify my position.
Well, just like the clip of Farrakhan that you just played, we share the same position Farrakhan do. So Maurice, who is supposed to be a follower of that man, clearly he must be against his own teacher, because he's saying, you just showed the clip, he's saying the exact same thing. You don't have to, you know, you don't have to live around those people. But see, this is the thing about it, the reality of it. When you decide to create an environment where these people aren't supposed to be invited, the only thing you're going to do is they are going to come undercover, you know, covert, because, you know, people have a false idea that gays supposed to act a certain way. A lot of gays and lesbians act just as normal as anybody else do. You don't know unless they tell you. See what I'm saying? So they can come to his new reality and live there, and then they can live their lives covert, undercover, until they grow into enough, you know, into strength, popular strength, where then they will challenge, you know, Maurice and whoever's in charge, like they did in the United States. Because for years and years and years, as you know, gays was in the closet, you know, lesbians was in the closet. But then as they grew stronger, now they out of the closet. That's the only thing that you're gonna do. So why force people to do that? And then there's a group of people also, just to the fact that they know that you don't want to be around them, they'll want to come and want to live around you on purpose, you know, just to mess with you. And this is the United States, and they protected by the law, and there's nothing that you can do about it unless you want to live like the Amish or something like that, you know, try to go out and commit, you know, go out in the woods somewhere and create your own type of community. But as long as you live in the general public of this country, you know, talk about taking over a city in the United States, it's not going to happen. How are you going to keep gays and interracial couples out of any city in Mississippi? You can't do that. It's a lot of people there, you know, 50, 70,000 or more. It's a whole lot of folks there. What you going to do? And how you going to prove somebody is gay or whatever? What you going to do? Put a camera in their bedroom or something? The whole thing just don't make any sense. And it's a lost cause. And again, you're not in a position to judge nobody like that. You know, all of us deserve freedom, justice, and equality, and liberation. And I would hope that Brother God would bring this to Brother Maurice. His God is a product of an interracial relationship. Oh, this man, God should blow this man away. You know, wow. He should blow this dude away. His God is a product of an interracial relationship. And his God, the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, teach that God came in the person of Fard Muhammad, and he was willing to walk up a mountain 40 miles high just to save one Negro. He did not say no special Negro. He did not say, well, if he's a homosexual, I'm going to reject him, or he's a part of a mixed race couple, I'm going to reject him, or he's a drunk or whatever. Elijah Muhammad said, Fard Muhammad was willing to walk up a mountain 40 miles high to save one. So Maurice, clearly he don't even know the teachings. He don't know the teachings himself. And apparently he's not even following his leader, Louis Farrakhan, because as you bear witness with that clip, Minister Farrakhan shows no prejudice or bias, and they ain't talking about no killing no homosexuals and throwing them out of the neighborhoods and all this crazy stuff. You know, we are not in a position to judge nobody. All of us come from out of the dirt. Now, as time goes on, which will, and myself and Brother Taalik, we talked about this when we first brought this up. You don't have to worry about race mixing. You don't have, that's not even top priority. Top priority should be the liberation of your people. But when you begin to take control of the laws in the political system, and you become an influence in that society, then you can inspire the people. Also, you can begin to diminish the factors, those things which cause those behaviors, because those behaviors are unnatural. When a people begin to love themselves, you don't have to worry about them running, trying to, mix with other people, because you too in love with yourself. You want another person that look like you. And when you stop child molestation, woman beating, and incest and rape and all these different other factors, and then you begin to give the people good food to eat and all these chemicals, I can guarantee you that that mentality of homosexuality will slowly fade away, because it's unnatural. It should not even exist. I can guarantee you, wherever you find homosexual behavior, you will find exploitation of women, exploitation of children, molestation of children. You will find incest and rape and all those different factors. You will find homosexuality. So don't even concentrate on that right now. It won't even happen in your lifetime. Just guide the people where they need to go. And I can guarantee you, as the society becomes what we call righteous, you'll see those things, not only those things, but drunken behavior, liars and gossiping and slander and all these other things that we suffer from. When we begin to get our people into that frame of mind of a righteous mindset, all those things are going to disappear. You don't have to worry about those different things. Concentrate on the now and begin the process. But see, people like Maurice want their cake and eat it too right now. That's not how things work. That's not how things work. It took over 500, 400 years to get us in this position that we're in. It's going to take a while before we can get ourselves up out of it. Matter of fact, not only do you want to raise yourself up out of this condition, if the human being seeks to, period, all the people on the planet need to change their ways. That's the bottom line. Not just us in America, but everybody around the earth is all screwed up. The whole planet of human beings need to change the way they think and the way they do things. Otherwise, we as a human being, regardless to your race, you ain't got nothing coming. Only thing I can see is disaster. And the Bible speaks about it in Revelation, a great punishment coming, the big battle between good and evil, in order to say either we're going to die or we're going to live as a people, or even a species, whatever, however you want to call it. It's even bigger than us. But of course, the top priority is our own welfare. You can't worry about people around the world till you begin to fix your own problem. I can't give Brother Taalik a bowl of soup and a salad and a biscuit if I don't have it.
Yes, sir. Yes, indeed. Brother Taalik.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Anything that you would like to say concerning this?
Yes, sir, my brother. Brother, it's like this here. My position is we are all, as descendants of slaves born in America, is messed up. No one is different from the other when it comes down to that. So simply, if you get off that kick about homosexuals and interracial couples gotta go, well, then you've already defeated the purpose. We have not even made it to the point of even getting one of the politicians in Mississippi to listen to us.
Yes.
Hearing all this crap on social media being spreaded. So now that's associating with our original ideal. This campaign for Mississippi. So it is definitely necessary to eliminate that false deviation of the Mississippi campaign. And as far as I'm concerned, I'm gonna say this. I've lived around homosexuals. in places like New York, especially like in Atlanta. And they are just like anybody else. They just got a situation going on with them that they got to work out. They ain't no different. I got people in my family that's like that. So when it comes to the reality of this, or rather yet, this new reality, I'm not going to deny them.
Yes.
Yes, sir. Yes, indeed.
You know, it goes back to what we was talking about, like if we were given reparations, individual reparations from the government, the ones who qualify would be the descendants of slaves born in America having dark skin. Okay. That's all that you would need to qualify. And they're not going to ask you, are you a homosexual? Are you part of a interracial couple? Or they're not going to ask questions like that. The only thing they're interested in when giving reparations to anybody, do you belong to this particular group? They're not going to ask all those things. So if you're talking about liberation and justice goes, if black folks as a people, if we deserve liberation, freedom, justice, and equality, that means all of us. This other thing, nobody is in the position to determine because somebody, whatever their belief or sexual orientation or whatever the hell they're doing, we're not in a position to tell them that they are denied reparation because of that or liberation. We're not in a position to do that. We don't even have the right to do nothing like that. You know, that's some personal self-righteous garbage. And again, if you want to play that game, then let's stop picking and choosing our damn sins and let's go for the gusto. Because I guarantee you, your ass got a sin too. And that means you should be denied reparation. That means you should be denied freedom, justice, and equality. Matter of fact, when you deny them, you will be denied freedom, justice, and equality. You will be denied that. We're talking about us as a people. Don't worry about that. Don't worry about them. Number one priority, just like Brother Craig says all the time, should be liberation. Getting this beast off your back once and for all. That should be your top priority. Don't worry about that other stuff. Hell, I can guarantee you there are people who are probably part of mixed race couples and gays and lesbians. They'll get in this fight stronger than any of these people that talking all that pro-black garbage. I can guarantee you. Hell, when I was locked up, one of the most aggressive fighters was homosexual people. Them other Negroes was all docile. Them gay and lesbian people, they throw chairs and cuss them out and gave them people hell. Everybody else was all scary-fied.
Yes, sir.
Because when they
go ahead.
Yeah, you know, because when they support something or believe in something, they go for the gusto.
Yes, sir.
But see, they have that attitude too because they are oppressed double. They are oppressed for being, because of their sexual orientation, and they are also oppressed for being, a soul brother and sister.
Yes, indeed. See, here's the thing I wanted to say briefly. My love for black people is unconditional.
Yeah.
And here's the thing, my good brothers. I mean, man, I love you, good brothers. And why I am so happy to, be able to participate, in Project Exodus, Mississippi. Because I know, that you brothers stand for, true justice and, equality. But here's the thing that I was going to say. Now, with the good minister, Farrakhan said in the video that we played today is the fact that, and it goes and it speaks directly to a lot of people who profess to be black conscious when it comes to this self-righteousness that they feel like this level of entitlement to where we can subjugate other black people. We can pick out, certain things that are detrimental to the Black community and try to outcast those people. Because I've even heard, you know, Negroes get up and say that, you know, products of interracial relationships or, you know, homosexuals or lesbians shouldn't be entitled to reparations.
Huh.
Like you just said, my good brother, the only requirement should be, as long as you are the descendant of a slave born in America.
Right.
Because we are in a sunken place as a people. So there's no way, like if there's, you know, there was a lesbian sister on the street, like, you know, I got to say that there have been, you know, bisexual sisters, you know, in my own life, you know, that have showed me love. So I can't say that I'm just going to sit. There have been products of interracial relationships. I mean, sisters and even brothers that seem to, you know, try to do the best that they can do. You know, they're good people. So what I'm saying, I'm not going to reject any of my people.
Yes.
One of my things is, I mean, if you're a traitor to Black people, it doesn't, this goes beyond, you know, being a product of an interracial relationship. Like, I mean, if you're a traitor, you're just a traitor. It doesn't matter, you know, of your sexual orientation or your, you know, parentage. A traitor is a traitor.
Yeah.
You have dedicated your life to destroying Black people. You know, those are the type of people that I'm against.
Yes.
You know, but as far as like other than that, like, man, my love is not conditional for my people. I wish that, you know, all of my people can come out of their sunken place. And this is what I fight for. And this is what I was hoping this new reality, you know, would be about. It's just, you know, re-educating the people, trying to guide them, you know, down the, you know, right pathway.
Yes.
So they can become, you know, better as individuals, which will help us as Black people become better as a nation.
That's
So
right.
that's what I wanted to add in there, my good brother.
Yeah, and we want to do this.
My brother, I would like to add something.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Brothers, you know, I like the way this show has been going.
Yes, sir.
I like to say that if our ancestors thought the same way, like people like Moise Muhammad think, we wouldn't have gotten as far as we've gotten.
Yes.
Because I'm pretty sure during Jim Crow segregation, it was homosexuals and lesbians among us as a group of people.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure even in slavery it was.
Huh.
I mean, just to get technical about it. So I mean, let's keep this thing real.
Right.
And stop playing cat and mouse games. Because our lives is at stake as a people every day in America. And we need to actually get this situation eliminated so we could be free of this crap for once and all.
Yes.
And that's my take on it.
Yes, sir. And, you know, I'll tell you this. See, I have a problem with hurting people that have never done nothing to you. I mean, I can understand if these people are actually, somebody's actually doing something to you to cause you harm. But for you just to point them out specifically because of something that you don't like about them, just like we were saying earlier, I think, Brother Craig, either yesterday with Brother Lester, you know, when does it stop? Because right now, it's homosexuals and people involved in race mixing. Who's going to be next? It don't stop there. You know, will it be the atheists? Well, you know, brother, Black people believe in God. You know, you can't be among us. You got to be a believer in God. And you know they have done that. there are places right now in the world right now, especially in some of these Islamic countries, if they find out that you are atheist, you know, you could probably get killed. You could probably be murdered. So it's already happening in many places. There are places, I found out, like if you are an albino brother or sister, in some of those African countries, they feel as though albinoism is a curse. It's a curse by God. And they will actually, you know, kill brothers and sisters because they was born albino, or you are a twin. They think that there's something, you know, something demonic about you having a twin. You know, all these different beliefs and craps that's going around here, you know, sitting around here just murdering people because of your ignorance, because you don't understand. And I don't want to be associated with nothing like that. This is 2018, and we should be beyond those things.
Yep.
You know, I'm very sure, and I said this, Brother Maurice is not going to tell me if he's starving or need a drink of water, he's going to deny himself water just because it comes from the fountain by some homosexual or race mixed couple. And matter of fact, those people may come to your aid faster than the people that you think that's on your side. You don't, but that's not for us to. We're not in a position to make that call.
Sure.
We're not in that position. The only thing we want when we talk about freedom, justice, and equality. Remember, even in his rant, Maurice was saying, "I'm doing this for my people. I'm my people." Well, what is your people? You need to put another adjective on there, because if you talk about the people, that means all of us. Just like Farrakhan was saying, the drunk, the prostitute, the lawyer, the doctor. You know, wherever we find ourselves in life, that's the people. And then if you have any kind of compassion, when we're talking about building this society, you don't force nobody to do nothing. You ask and you advise the people, well, you know, this is what we need to do. You know, I don't like this forcing people to do something.
Yes, sir.
We need to. The reason why a lot of people in religion act so-called good is because they don't want to face the judgment day. They don't want to go to hell. Not that they don't want to commit fornication and adultery. Not that they don't want to lie and all these different things. The reason why they try to be good is because they don't want to go to hell. You should get to the point whereas being a righteous person, that's what you want to be. Not due to the threat that you're going to go to hell or your head going to get chopped off or anything like that. You should not want to be a pedophile. You should not want to be a rapist. You should not want to be an abuser of women. You should not want to do that on your own. Not because we made it against the law, because you don't want to do it. It's simple as that. And that's what we want to do as this movement begin to progress, is you want to set up things and the people will actually enjoy and like a righteous lifestyle. Right now, the only thing they know of is this filth, the toilet bowl. They think they can't have fun unless they drink socially or smoke some weed or whatever it is that all this other crap that's detrimental to themselves. They don't think they can have fun in a righteous atmosphere because they never lived it. But if you create the environment and show people that you can have fun, you can be social. You don't have to take a drink of liquor. You don't have to smoke no weed. You don't have to get high. You don't have to rape no woman. You don't have to molest a child. This is the environment that we want. We want people to be able to make those decisions on their own, not due to threat of death or going to hell.
Remember what we said, brother, that man, that mindset is very dangerous, because like you say, today it's stoning, executing, murdering homosexuals and interracial couples. Today, tomorrow is the world.
Yeah.
If we look at, just like, you know, when we were speaking on the phone with brother Lester, if we look at third world countries, there are plenty of countries that already have these type of laws in place.
Right.
But if we look at the turmoil that goes on, like these places are living like in ancient times. They have not progressed as a people. So what I'm saying, like, this is why, even sisters speak out against this, because when you create a society that wants to demonize and stone people based off of, now my thing, of course, I'm against, when it comes to somebody causing another, bodily harm. Like, I believe every man, not only every man, but every being has the right to defend himself or defend itself. If it confronted, with by an attacker. But other than that, I'm not gonna go on a witch hunt and just say, hey, I'm gonna point out a certain action and go off and start killing people. It's already happening in the Middle East.
Yeah,
those societies are so corrupt because they as well have this self-righteous mentality. And that is what I was hearing. That's why I think it was so beneficial, for, Minister Louis Farrakhan, and I'll call him honorable, because that was a very honorable speech that he made, because there is no sin greater than the next. I mean, smoking cigarettes, drinking alcohol, being a fornicator, being a liar, being a thief, a cheater, a gambler. All of these things, my good brother. And you tried to bring this up one day on one of these panels, but you have Negroes who are set into their self-righteous mentality, to the point where they were rejecting the truth that you brought. So that's what it is, my good brother. And I'm not looking to become a dictator, like you always say. I'm not looking to replace a pink slave master with a black one, or with an African slave. No, I search for, true justice, true liberation, and true equality. And when I talk about Pan-Africanism, I want to make sure that people get this correct. I'm not talking about going over to Africa and being subjugated or being underneath oppression. I just want to do like the same thing we're talking about with this Operation Exodus. Let's just create a better reality. And see, this is why I say, we need leaders with level minds, not some leader that's gonna sit up and make homosexuality, race mixing, and stuff like that capital offenses. Those type of people are very dangerous.
Yes, they are.
Yes, sir. So, we gotta have somebody, thinking with a level head. So I'll end, when I'm, I'll end, my own thoughts on that. And if anybody wants to continue.
Why would we want to continue in a manner that we complain about? That's my question. Why would you want to continue, to do to other people what have been done to us for 400 years? Why would you want to do that? Why you want to continue to be like those of whom you complain about? That's all that you're doing. And when you, just like you saying about these countries in Africa or whatever, with these religions, religion is behind a lot of this stuff. This is why these people think that way, because of something they read, their misunderstanding of scriptures. And then I don't understand how you could even begin to think the way that you think when you say that Islam is supposed to be a religion of peace, but there's nothing peaceful about what you're talking about. There's nothing peaceful about that. There's nothing loving about that. To bring harm to people that never done nothing to you. So you're going to ostracize the homosexual and those involved in interracial relationships, but I guess those with a criminal record, convicted of murder, I guess it's all right for them to come in your reality, right? And they committed murder. And usually, if a person can commit murder, it's a good possibility they could do it again. So you have these people who never been accused of murder and probably wouldn't hurt nothing, hurt a fly, You're going to ostracize them and want to kill them, but the murderer is welcome among you. See, that whole thing don't make any sense. It don't make any sense. We all are guilty of some type of sin. We need to stop tripping off this stuff. And just like the Jesus said, he who was without sin cast the first stone. It also goes, since Maurice is a Bible believer, it also talks about that your righteousness is as rags in the sight of God. We're not in a position to judge nobody. All of us deserve freedom, justice, and equality. That's just the bottom line. And I'm not going to deny nobody that based on what I like or don't like. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to do that because I'm just. I'm fair. And even when it comes to talking about Caucasian people, you know, I'm going to be just and fair with them. If they didn't do it, I'm going to say, you know, they didn't do it. Just because you don't like somebody, yeah, the white man do this and that. Yeah, but if he didn't do it, he didn't do it. You're just going to say it because you don't like somebody. No, I'm fair. Did they do it or they didn't do it? We want to be fair. We want to represent justice because it was denied. Justice was denied for us for over 400 years. We should want to be able to give and not be like those of whom we complain about. Just because they denied us justice don't mean we want to be like them. I would hope we don't want to be like them. See what I'm saying?
Yes, sir. I do. Yes, indeed. Brother Taalik, are you still there?
Yes, I am, brother.
Okay. Indeed, my good brother. Anything you would like to add?
The only thing I would like to add is this, is that, you know, I'm at the point that, like I said before, if I got to deny people because of they own other alternative ways of life, then I might as well deny myself and other people that ain't correct in their ways of life. Whether it's a child pedophile, whether it's a murderer, rapist, an extortioner. I mean, I could go, the list could go on and on.
Right.
So, I mean, we negate this crap and let's get on with processing and improving this movement so our people can have a better day at the end of the tunnel.
Yes, sir. And we are, it has nothing to do with advocating that behavior. I don't advocate homosexual behavior. I don't support race mixing. Both of those things. I have many videos in my video collection. If my channel is not taken down, you know, the videos are still up, where I talk about homosexuality and interracial mixing is unnatural behaviors. But that has nothing to do with the fact that my brothers and sisters they still deserve justice. They still deserve to be liberated. You know, I also don't advocate drinking and smoking weed and telling lies and stealing people's ideas and concepts. I don't advocate that either, which some people look like they don't have a problem with stealing people's ideas and concepts. But yet and still, when it's all said and done, I'm not in a position to deny people their right to be free. And that we need to make very clear. In fact, I don't know why they keep saying those different things. You know, no one is false. The only thing we advocate is pure justice and being fair. And these people are the ones who claim that they love, but they're the first ones who are going to deny their people justice and what is fair. And I can't get with that. Also, in conclusion, I guess we really said all that we can say at this particular time on this particular topic. I want to say in conclusion that I appreciate those who may come and wish to be a mediator between ourselves and Brother Maurice and blah, blah, blah. But there is no need to do that because we have not done nothing wrong. our idea and concept was stolen, our platform was stolen or hijacked, and somebody took that concept to try to make it like this, like their own, and even keep the name, and then perpetrate like they are the Mississippi campaign, and then add this dirt to the campaign, that the original concept, we don't have nothing to do with that. And so there is anger that they are not allowed to continue without our voice being raised to say, no, that's not what this campaign was about, nor it was never about that, period. If you want to hate, if you want to kill homosexuals or whatever the hell that you want to do, you can do that, but you're not going to do that with our name. Myself and Brother Taalik, and now Brother Craig is here. We're not going to allow you to tarnish what we created, our name. We're not going to do that. We're not going to stand by idly and allow you to smear what we're not about. We're about freedom and justice to all our people, not just some, not this group or that group. We want justice and liberation for all our people because they all, ALL, deserve it. No more, no less. And I'm not going to sit back and let these bastards smear and ruin something that could be very, very good for us. Not going to do it with that nonsense.
Yes, sir. Yes, indeed. And on that note, I mean, I think today, this is a very, valuable, discussion, and me as well. I'm not going to sit back and, even allow myself to be involved with being associated, in that type of manner.
Yes, sir.
My thing is, let's help our people. Let's if our people are down and out as far as like what their trainer thought, or they have strayed, clear of the path, my job as a man, as a Black man, is to, help my people and give them, the proper, medication and education to bring them out of the darkness. So other than that, I'm not gonna be involved with any, group that, wishes to, cause bodily harm to, any of my people.
Yes, sir.
Unless it's in self-defense.
Yes, sir.
Then no, sir. You do not have the right to put your hands on anyone.
No,
sir. So we can end it on that.
I want to say this real quick. There, as far as mediation is concerned, there is no compromise. The only thing those who are part of that fake Mississippi campaign, they need to know they can do whatever they want to do, but the only thing they need to do is just stop using Mississippi campaign. You can become the Alabama campaign, the New Jersey campaign, or whatever, but you need to stop using Mississippi campaign and making reference to the same talk that we bring forth. Because the people in the public will look confused and will be coming to us like, so y'all don't like homosexuals, like they've been doing. Y'all don't like homosexuals? What's up? Asking me dumbass questions when the original concept had nothing to do, didn't bring those things up at all, period. And now, I gotta answer questions about homosexuality and all that crap, because of this madness. So I just want them to know that I will take legal action against any video claiming to be the Mississippi campaign that's promoting that crazy stuff. And if Brother Maurice wants to get really ignorant, I can get ignorant too, because I have evidence where he called my mother, out of her name, threatened my life, not only in video, but I have text where he was acting ignorant, and I'll just have to do what I have to do. And when your ass sitting in prison or jail, then I hope that your followers put you some commissary on your, put something on your commissary, because your ass gonna need it. You're gonna be sitting there for a while. If you want to be silly and stupid like that, let's do it. I'm not going to allow you to continue to smear, what you did not create. I mean, it's an honor. I'm glad that you feel that it's worthy, of being copied, but yet and still, your changes is not going to be tolerated. That's just the bottom line. And I'm very sure my assistant who helped me create that concept, I'm pretty sure he 1000% will agree with me on that. It's not going to happen.
No, I guess we're gonna head out of here. So, I'm glad, that you brothers, could, come forth today and, just speak briefly, with the people. I'm looking forward to this debate tomorrow. So,
Yes, sir.
I'm gonna go
check it out.
Yes, indeed. I want to see how it goes. I'm supposed to be a moderator.
Okay.
Yeah, so I wrote, I have things that, I wrote down as far as like an introduction. I've been working on it since last night. So, I just want to see, like, as far as when it comes to, these, Minister Farrakhan and the Nation of Islam on trial.
Yeah.
It's just like, there's so many questions that need to be answered. And just like the video I played today.
Yeah.
So that shows that, when it comes to Minister Farrakhan, some of his own followers don't even, support the minister's teachings.
Right.
So definitely, I'm gonna go live briefly in a few, probably about 10 to 20 minutes, just to do a brief video, just to, let my followers know about this debate tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yes, indeed, my good brother. I wish you could be involved, because, man, with the knowledge that you have, like you say, it should be easy. But see, my thing is this, brother. I'm not gonna take any sides.
Yeah.
I don't have any sides. I'm not taking any sides. I just want to. I'm gonna, put the information, that Brother Guy puts out here, as well as, Brother Maurice Muhammad, and put it on the scale and just see who makes more sense.
Right.
Because a lot of these things, I never was in the nation, so I can't say that when it comes to firsthand that I have firsthand experience. But I wish you could send out some invites.
I'm gonna try to. I'm supposed to take they haven't seen me in a while. I'm supposed to take my grand relatives. I'm supposed to take them. I haven't done that in a while, but I might be able to get back in time to catch some of it.
Okay, yes.
Or I might be able to. I might be able to see on my phone.
Real quick, before we get off air. Brother Taalik, did you talk with Brother Lester?
No, I haven't.
All right. Well, I feel there's still a need to talk to the brother. So, because I don't want him to get discouraged from this movement.
Right.
Because of what's going on.
Yes, sir. No, I personally talk to Brother Lester on a daily basis.
Yeah.
I talked to him last night. I'll be talking to him today. This is why, I connected him with y'all.
Mm-hmm.
I connected him with y'all because I know, y'all are good people. Y'all are good, black men. And that is something rare to find today, especially, black men that really speak up and, stand up, for the black community. Like, it's a rare find to find that, man. So
I want to say this too before we close. I want to give props to you, Brother Craig and Brother Taalik, for the the videos that you've been making lately. You guys together, Brother Taalik, you be breaking it down. I mean, you talk just the way that we, the conversations that we have. That's the way, you bringing it for real. And I like that. I like those videos.
Appreciate it,
Brother Talib. When will you be going live next? When will be? I got to get this. I have to get this set up. Like, when will you be available to go live? Your next time. I'm just trying to see so we can set the date up.
I really don't know right now.
Monday morning.
It'll probably be next week.
Well, see, okay. Let me stop it right here. All right, yes, sir. Brother Taalik and Brother Talib, your names are so similar. So,
you was talking to Talib?
Brother Talib.
Okay, Talib. Okay.
Brother Talib.
Yes, sir.
when will you be able to I mean, when is your next plans as far as like, you know, doing a, you know, show? You know how we do our brief shows. And man,
Like
I love them. I love them.
Yeah,
like
I love them too.
said, can we? I have to do something tomorrow by 2 o'clock on Central Time.
Yes, sir.
But can we do something before then?
Oh, yes, yes, indeed, we can.
Tomorrow?
Yeah, we can, man,
Okay.
you know, like it's nothing for us to do a 30-minute show. I'm talking about early in the morning, 10 o'clock, you know.
It could 10 o'clock. Let's make it happen.
Yes, sir. Nothing, bro. And yeah, okay, I'll definitely be getting in touch with you about that after, you know, we go off air tonight. I'll be sending you a text just to see, you know, what the topic is, or if you want to talk about, you know, I mean, if you want to just tell me right now, like what it is you wish to speak on, you know, tomorrow. Go ahead.
It is as we see what's going on in the Trump era, it is time for our people to wake up and do something about freeing themselves from their own rigid condition.
Yes, sir. Yes, indeed. Yeah. Okay. There we have it.
No, brother, yet. It is time in the Trump era for our people to wake up to free themselves from this slavery condition.
Oh, yes, sir.
It's just that simple.
Yep. So there we go. Okay. 10 a.m. Central Time, which will be 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. We're gonna make it happen tomorrow. I mean, even if we only go online for, you know, 30 minutes, you know, just as long as we get something put out there. You know, yes, indeed. So okay, man, I love those shows you do.
Yes, I do too. And you do know that I take those shows and I put those shows on the Black Power Center channel.
Yeah. Yes, sir. And sure, we're gonna have to start putting those shows on the, you know, on this channel. We got to get. You know,
what channel you be putting them on?
Black Power Information Center.
Oh, okay, yes, sir.
Do you subscribe to that channel?
No, not that I know.
Yeah, subscribe, brother. You know, when you get the chance. Also, make sure you subscribe to, you know, Operation Exodus. Mississippi, channel now, his new channel.
Right.
Make sure you subscribe to that.
I've gotten on that channel before.
No, which one? Talking about the one he's on now?
Operation Exodus.
Yeah.
Oh, he just created this one.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a brand new channel. Hopefully you are subscribed. You know.
Matter of fact, that's what we broadcasted from that channel right now, Operation Exodus.
All right.
I'm gonna put this on Black Power and the Reality Temple.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah.
But you know, at the end of the day, this was a test, and
this was a test. Yeah. It's not too bad. It's all right.
It turned out pretty good. See, this is why I'm glad you went live. So therefore, I will be able to go in, where all of us will be able to go in and listen to this and make sure, you know, as far as like the audio is concerned, everybody is able to be heard clearly.
Yeah.
That's like, you know, so that's why I'm glad you went live. So we'll have a reference.
Right.
Be able to go back and listen to. But yes, indeed.
Well, you the tech guy, so.
But yes, sir. And you are the keynote speaker, Brother Taalik. So if you want to close out, because I need to speak to you off air, you know, once we close, if you want to close out today's show, my good brother.
Yes, sir.
Well, Brother Angel Snupnut, but no, go ahead, brother.
I would like to say this.
Yeah, brother, he can close out.
Okay, yes, sir.
Yes, sir. I appreciate you.
Yes, sir.
Brother Taalik Ibn'rad. And now we on the move.
Yes, sir.
Right. I see we on the move. And is people pissed off? Hey, that's okay. We can't let that stop us. You know, like that old school song say, ain't no stopping us. So I mean the groove is on.
Yes, sir. we getting more and more people getting on board the Soul Train. You can believe it.
Right.
So, like right now, people asking me what we need to do. Right now, it's about promotion. we got to promote. We got to, if the people don't know, they don't, you know, if they don't know about it, how can they support what they don't know? So, you know, it's about promotion. It's about contacting, you know, whoever.
A couple more brothers and sisters on the train to join with them and get on the platform.
Right.
So, yeah, I mean, you know, you put your email address out there, you got your phone number, your Facebook accounts.
Yeah.
So I just want to send this message to the people that may be listening now or may listen in the future.
Yeah.
If you know, want to join this movement, please say, I mean, just, you know, if you got to send my good brother Taalik Ibn'rad, you know, a text message, an email, or just a message on YouTube, just put it out there. We'll bring you on this platform and you can, you know, join this movement.
Yeah.
I'm closing, my good brother Taalik Ibn'rad.
Yeah, with that said, there's nothing else to be said. I really appreciate you, brothers. Brother Craig, you on the money. I mean, I was very impressed how you handled yourself when you was on that video where them guys was bashing the hell out of me. I mean, but you was against those two brothers and you really held your own. And I also like how you talk, you know, how you broke everything down to Brother Guy, you know, on my last video lecture. You know, you're the minister, you're the minister of information, but I mean, you're a good teacher also. You do a very good job. And like I said, I appreciate Brother Taalik. Brother Taalik and I mean, we basically come from the same kind of, you know, sort of cut from the same cloth, you know. And it's amazing how we just mesh. We just mesh because we came from different places, but in the same type of manner and came up with the same type of conclusion. So, you know, so I appreciate both of you brothers. We're gonna get other folks on this soul train, and I hope by what I call Soul Liberation Day, which will be December the 9th, which is our version of Savior's Day. Hopefully, we have a little something to say and brag to the people about our progress. And really, that's going to be the official kickoff for this campaign. Then it's nothing but work, 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 work. And by the next Soul Liberation Day, I want to be able to say that we really have accomplished some stuff. You know what I'm saying? So it's about progress, you know, giving a report card. And if the report card is not good, then we're going to have to change something up and do something. This time next year, we need to have our numbers double, triple, and so forth. You know, we have the program. These other people don't have nothing going on. They should be coming to us and getting on this soul train. These other vehicles aren't going nowhere. That's just the bottom line. And we open up for debate. Any of these so-called solutions, including you, Alquan. We would debate. We will put the Mississippi campaign against any solution, and I guarantee you, you're not going to stand. You're not going to stand long. There's nothing better than what we have here, because if you're successful at this, it opens the doors to so many things, even to what Alquan wants, what Umar Johnson wants, and what a lot of these brothers and sisters want. That Mississippi campaign opened the doors for all those things. You know, so this concept actually embraced all the things that we claim that we want, even nation building. Because actually what you would be doing, you'd be putting yourself in a position where you are actually, it's like a prototype for your own nation. Well, actually you could make Mississippi your nation within a nation, really. You know, but also at the same time, as you know, we still living under the jurisdiction and the laws of another country. But that don't mean it's gonna always be like that. See what I'm saying? So I want to thank everybody for listening. And as Don Cornelius always says, important, with respect to my brother Craig, our administrator of information, and to my assistant, Brother Taalik, as Don Cornelius always says, I wish us as important, I wish us love, peace, and soul. And we are going off air.